Advanced Research Complex.
It's time we meet in person. My office is on the second floor of this facility.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the continuation of Doom here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So unfortunately, I've recorded this episode already, but something happened with the footage and it just got all corrupted. And so unfortunately, because I have processed and gathered all the secrets, if I would try to play in the save file again, the same mission, all the secrets would be gone. And because the objective is to go through all of them, I had to delete the whole file and start all over again, which took me some time, but I actually had some fun. And while doing it, I started to focus on one more thing. So whenever we actually play this game, there are these challenges, and what I'm gonna try to do is get all of these done along with all the secrets, all the elite guard points, argent cells, field drones, and rune trials. So in order to keep this a little bit more fun. This means that I will try to keep doing these objectives, and some of them are actually quite annoying. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get the achievement for doing all of them because in the mission where we went for the first time to the hell, I failed to do one challenge, which is this sort of sweep of the right foot of the hell unit, and there's like 200 guides on YouTube on how to do this, each one slightly different. I've tried a couple of approaches and I have had absolutely terrible luck of doing that, so I'm not really sure if I'll return afterwards to some of these missions in order to try to finish these challenges in order to get the achievement for it. Not really the key here. This is just purely for the fun, so we're gonna see how this is gonna work out. Hopefully this time the footage won't get corrupted or something wrong won't go with it. Now, the advanced research labs have a fun thing about them. The fun thing is that most of the secrets are highly concentrated at certain locations, so they're easy to pick up. This is a crucial point at which we're gonna meet up Samuel Hayden's and when we're gonna pick up the BFG, so this is why the mission is kind of important. Now, I have turned off the subtitles because they have been kind of preventing me from taking really beautiful snapshots, and the text from there, I just don't have Adobe Photoshop and the skills to clear it out. I want to learn Photoshop. I would kill for me to have the access to the license key in order to actually learn this. I've even, while trying to look for a new job, came across actual job posting for a Photoshop / video editor, but unfortunately they required like 8 years of experience, God knows for what reason, so I did not even bother to apply because, let's face it, this channel does not qualify me to be applicable for it. But it's certainly something which I could see myself do because I really do enjoy doing this. And I know that these playthroughs are mostly just me playing through the game and it's just a little bit of editing, but when I do those bigger projects like 100 Days in Video Games, I compare the games or I try to do early access videos, reviews and stuff like that. It's much more challenging, but unfortunately in that aspect I have kind of limitation in the fact that I'm absolutely terrible at writing, so it's all over the place with the quality. But despite all that, we're gonna start off the challenges and all these secrets by going to the ladies' room. Now, we can go to the guy's toilet in order to pick up this, but why we need to go to the ladies' toilet is that there's this air vent, and if we climb up through here and go through it, if we don't get stuck along the way, goddammit, ID engine, work with me. And so we're gonna be able to drop down into this locked room, and in this locked room it's counted as a secret. There's Sprader suit token, and also there's the map to the whole facility. So those gaps which we had in our map are now completely cleared out, and you can already see that there are certain sequences from which there's no returning back. So if you miss out on any of these, you won't be able to return and collect any of the collectibles and items which you might have missed, which would be quite shameful because some of them can be quite useful. So what exactly are these stupid challenges? Find 2 collectibles, easy. Interact with 2 room trials, we're gonna definitely do that. Perform 5 screw top glory kills on the possessed. Attack lower right leg or head from behind. I'm gonna go for the head probably because I hate these challenges where you have to like try to choose which leg is the right one while there's a bunch of Hell Knights and other creatures trying to rip you into bits and pieces. So it's not the most fun thing for me to do, but we're gonna try anyhow. So we're gonna unlock these doors. That's gonna allow us to pass through further. And so these are the possessed. I just cannot shoot them in the... Whoa, what the hell happened there? That does not count as our objective. Well, at least I have the opportunity to try and do this the right way. And like, you can forget about doing these types of things when you would be playing this on nightmare difficulty or whatever difficulty. So we're gonna just let them keep coming towards me. God damn it. Do you know how rude this is? Do you know how difficult this is? You know how annoying this is. But once we get this done, it'll be much more fun. Yeah, unfortunately that did not work, but we have at least 2 out of 5. And now imagine that you're trying to do this while there's other types of enemies now. We had already the Pinky Demon and all these other bastards show up, so it's not as easy as I would like it to be. But okay, let's get rid of you. Then I can deal with the possessed. Stop killing the possessed. I kind of need them. I cannot believe I'm saying it, but I'm saying it. Oh, come on. You can do better.
We are not advancing enough applicants, and our faith is nothing without believers. We cannot conduct our work without them.
And what kind of work is it that you're doing, Olivia? I haven't seen a report from your team in months now, have I? Can I trust that you can maintain your distance and control of the situation?
Of course. I believe in our work, but in order to make progress, we will have to make even greater sacrifices.
This isn't progress, it's madness. The board understands the peculiar nature of your work, and no one is in the dark on what those sacrifices mean to mankind. But your judgment is no longer considered sound.
I'm not really sure why would you have this debate not in some office, but you would have it here. But anyhow, here's a data log, which we need to pick up, and then we need to open the sealed doors. So far, the secrets are pretty much easy to collect. You just have to go and sneak into the ladies' room, which, it's not the worst thing ever. And now we're gonna go into here, and there's gonna be this super annoying gore nest to deal with. And it's gonna be gradually spawning in a large quantity of enemies. And so the problem which I'm gonna be having, of course, is with the rate at which they're being spawned in, and at what time to potentially use the power-ups which are here. Okay, so let's see. I don't want to pick up this. I just want to go and get to the possessed. If we don't trigger... the goreness before I do whatever it is that I'm trying to do here, we will be a-okay. I could have sworn there was one over here. That did not work. And there's the annoying challenge complete, goddammit. Okay, that was really annoying. Can we get any achievements before the fun starts? Trust me, it's not gonna be as much fun as you think, but it'll be important. We can go with the penetration of the bullets. Okay. So hopefully nothing will go wrong. When I played this for the first time, actually a weird thing happened. And the game kind of crashed while the enemies were spawning in, and it did not really like lock out of the screen or anything. I was just not able to shoot, and the enemies just kind of kept chasing after me and only using melee attacks. I don't know if anyone ever came across this thing, but it's kind of weird that the game is now a couple of years out and nobody has decided to go back and patch all these things out of the game, which, I don't know. Well, we're gonna see how Doom Eternal's gonna play out for us, huh? So the strategy which I learned that works the best in this scenario and this arena is to not pick up the power-up at the start, even though there's the mancubus, or what you call that big guy over there. But to instead go and take the upper floors. It just works out better for you because all the summoners, all the Hell Knights, all the units will be forced to keep going in this general direction, and you're gonna have much better map awareness and spatial awareness, and just be in general much better prepared to deal with whatever they're gonna throw in your general direction. And having the awareness is really crucial in here. So we can already see that they're starting to spawn in the heavier units like the Hell Knights. So far, so good. Commoner is down. That would be an ideal time for that power-up. Believe it or not, this is the fun one where you just rip and tear anything that you can get your grubby hands on. So if we get to the Summoner, it will be absolutely beneficial. What else is there? The objective is here to kill as many of these bastards as we possibly can. What the hell was that? I have no explanation for what just happened. Okay. Weird. Took a little longer. But we should be a-okay.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
So far so good. We should have been already like picking up some of the collectibles. And or we will still have to pick those up. The Doom dolls are to come. So what needs to happen now is we're gonna have a chat with Samuel Haydens. And he's gonna let us pass into the next section of the facility. So if you have not picked up all the things right now, you cannot really come back. So we're gonna be able to go and talk to him because so far everything is a-okay. At least I hope so. Otherwise I'll have to replay the whole damn thing again and again and again. It's not like I have anything better to do with my time. I should be really editing that 100 days in a video game, but I want to shoot some demons.
Do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether, a means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow its installation voluntarily. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden, I have supplies in my office. This way, please.
So this is why removing the subtitles is kind of cool, because it allows you to not have the text there and you can take really cool snapshots. Also, it makes you wonder what the hell is going on, since he's locked up in here and we just had this big ass arena full of demons literally next door. Why did nobody show up to,
Take
you know,
whatever supplies you
try to
need.
munch on him? Sentinels, health, all sorts of cool stuff.
The destruction of the Argent Tower is devastating, but I am committed to helping you close the portal. All of our work and understanding of their world is derived from the inscriptions on a large stone artifact we pulled from Hell in the earliest days of the program. We call it the Helix Stone. It is our most closely guarded asset. Olivia was obsessed with it. From it, we learned how to manipulate Hell's energy, bend it to our will, take advantage of their resources. It also led us to you. The Helix Stone showed us how to harness the power of the well. I believe it will show you how to shut it down. For years, Olivia has kept the Helix in her private office in the Lazarus Labs, which is only accessible through a secure elevator from the Advanced Research Complex across the chasm. Your affinity for guns is apparent. I'm confident you'll find something useful there as well. The service elevator is at the end of the hall.
Man, my boss is such a dick. Okay, anyhow, let's just go. We're gonna have to head out to the next portion. So like I said, if you did not get all the collectibles by now, you won't be really able to come back, because the elevator just won't operate with you. So that's basically it. Here we have data log immediately. We're gonna have another Praetor suit token quite close by, so at least the game is giving you quite a lot of the possessed for you to mess around with. So over here is your Praetor suit token. We can go take a look if we can actually upgrade anything. We have 4 of those. We can go with the rapid recharge, and then we can go with like the power up effectiveness, for example. Okay, now we're gonna be heading outside of the facility, and we're gonna be basically jumping in between the facilities in order to get to all the collectibles. And there's gonna be quite a lot of them, once again concentrated. But we're gonna have to lower down that shield door, and in order for us to do that, of course, we're gonna have to clear out the gore nest. So let's go. We're gonna get a brand new enemy. Come on, you can do better. For a whole bunch of other units to spawn in. There we go. Well, bam. I guess playing this much Doom has kind of paid off. I feel like I'm a little bit better at clearing out the enemies. Even like having the issues with the pinky demons and stuff like that, that has all gone out of the window. So what we need to do here is we need to press this security field to be lowered. That's gonna do this. And in order for us to get to the first secret, which is basically behind these doors, which are a key to the old Doom level, we're gonna have to hop through the cavern or through this canyon over here. Now it's kind of funny that in the previous mission we had actually Doom 2, and yet now we're gonna return back to the original Doom old school missions, so, or floor designs if you prefer it that way. There's also another secret kind of, or maybe not even a secret, but it's kind of a throwback to the old arcade games, and what you can do is over here play a super turkey puncher, and all you do is just punching the stupid birds. That's all you do. There's like old Doom design of the walls and the door behind, and this is all you literally do. There's like nothing special to it. And to think that it would be this successful, that this is the third sequel in the franchise, well, that kind of raises the question as to why someone would try to hide this over here. So yeah, let's go do the room trial. This is the only reason why we're literally coming through these doors. For the room trial, so armed with heavy assault rifle, eliminate all targets before the timer runs out. Movement is only permitted for 3 seconds after each kill. I don't think this is the one where you have to run through that stupid hallway. This is just gonna be an arena and we're gonna have to keep killing everything. Question is, what exactly is it that is gonna be spawning in? Because that can have quite the effect. The problem is, if you get like stuck on a really big space, the enemy can be hidden behind like a wall and you won't be able to kill them, which is the worst possible thing that can happen to you. But at least the imps had the brains to run towards me, so this one is quite easy to get done. Some of the other room trials are much more difficult and much more annoying to go through. Alrighty. Not really sure what the hell was that giggling noise, but that's everything we need to do over in this section. And now, my least favorite part about this whole mission is to go and keep jumping through this location. I absolutely hate jumping through this location. So, here's the thing. The secrets are, again, like, nicely concentrated. So over there is our lever to the old school Doom floor. So we have to jump over there. Almost makes you think that that's Samuel Hayden's office. I'm not really sure if that's the case, but maybe it's up there. I think it's more that one. Okay, so what you need to do over here is jump over there. There's another secret hidden behind over those pipes. And then there's also that location where we have to end up. This is basically like a ventilation shaft through which we're gonna get to the other facility. And then there's another Argent cell located over there. And the reason why I hate doing this is because jumping through here is absolute freaking nightmare. So don't be afraid. You're gonna like land really weirdly, or you're gonna absolutely fuck it up like I just did, and you're gonna have to load up the checkpoint, and well, at least the history is repeating itself, and I'm not really getting better at this stupid jumping in this game where it absolutely does not belong, but oh, what the hell. So what we need to do is once again jump up through here. Just for a second there, afraid that the screen got split apart again. So you really won't stick the landing, but you will somehow be able to fall to this lower ledge and pull yourself up. So then you have to pull this lever. Once you do that, that unlocks the old Doom level. Now, what you need to do is jump up onto this pipeline. You can go in here, crawl down, and there's one of the Doom doll collectibles. Now, the desire to try and jump to these locations is strong, but don't do it because honestly, it's so weirdly set up that you will not stick the landing, and it's just a total freaking nightmare. So what I would recommend is for you to go down here, and from here actually go and make the jump. Then once again, you have to climb up this rock. This is the better way, trust me. Now you can go hop, 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 hop. And as you can see, the doors have been unlocked and you are back to the good old secret for Doom 1. So these are the Phobos labs. Apparently by all the exposed wiring and electronics and everything. And who thought that would be a great design for a computer? You know, like today you actually build cases for a computer made out of glass and God knows what, so that you can see all the components. But back in the day, it wasn't really that much about exposing all the elements and everything. I don't know. It's a weird thing. So we're gonna have to once again keep jumping through here. This piece of rock here is absolutely essential. And we're gonna have to jump onto this thing. Now, when you pick up that secret over there, the Caco demon is gonna spawn in literally behind the stupid pipes, so don't be afraid. It's kind of a stupid jump scare. Not a really huge fan. So once we dispose of him and we pick up that item, that's it. But we're still not done. There's the Argent cell over there. So what you need to do is drop down to this platform. And voila. And now we have upgraded our armor and our ammo fully. The only thing which I can upgrade now is health. Now I found it that actually in the sequel I was much more prone to actually upgrading all three instead of just trying to prioritize maybe one or two. One more is here. Just don't want to fall. We have to wait for this sucker to get opened. So once you go through here, you really cannot go back. So that's that. The first section of the entire facility and all the collectibles have been cleared out. And now to the next part. Over here, we're gonna be messing around with some of the air vents in order to get to the field drone. And so in order for you to do that, you will have to do the following. So you have to look out for these boxes with the wiring. And from there, you have to make it up here. Then you have to jump up so. Then you go up through here. And then you're gonna have to go up this hallway. Follow the hallway. There should be one imp. That's the only enemy that's gonna spawn in throughout this whole sequence. And over here, now you can go directly and drop in, but if you do so, you cannot return back and you won't be able to get the field drone. So you have to deactivate the turbine. You have to drop down here and you have to go through this maintenance hatch tunnel in order to get to this location. And now we have the chance to get, I don't know, we can go with like the Gatling rotator or something. And if we have the weapon points, we are theoretically capable of upgrading, let's say this. Let's penetrate through targets. We already have that. So there's just like 12 points for weapons for the Gatling gun alone, which is kind of ridiculous. But anyhow, we're gonna switch it to the stationary turret. I like it much more. I cannot help it. Of course, that's the beauty of the game. If you have preference, you will be able to select the loadout which best suits your playstyle. So now all you have to do, go back to this thing, turn it on, and now the air is gonna carry you all the way up. So this is why it's impossible for you to come back down. You cannot duck or anything, it won't let you back here. So if you already got up here and you did not turn on the turbine, you won't be able to pick up that field drone, so you would be missing one of the collectibles. Okay, so before we continue down over there, you have to go to the right and not go through there, but you actually have to go over here, and this is another fighter suit token. So far so good, everything is nice, functional. And now we're gonna be moving around in the central lab, which is bypassing or is surrounding the BFG. So the BFG is in the central structure, but we have 2 data logs and we have one of the Doom dolls to collect. Now I was thinking that actually for this to be an interesting arena, they will cram in some more deadlier units. I was kind of disappointed to see that this is like the best that they can put in. I would have definitely tried to cram in a whole lot more stuff. But it is what it is. So as you can see, the BFG is in there. And if you would try to go and find the doors, which are God knows where, you cannot really do so, because you don't have the retina for it. So we're gonna have to find the guy responsible for actually unlocking these damn doors. And we're gonna have to go lab by lab in order to clear out all these locations of all the possessed. Now the benefit here to this is that you're gonna find your data logs. And you're gonna make them shut up because they are kind of annoying. And when you get to these labs, you have to watch out for these air vents. So we got lucky over here because over here is where you have to climb up. You take this way, you continue, and you drop down to this corpse where there is your second Doom doll. I don't know, let me know in the comment section if you prefer the Doom doll collectibles or in the sequel where they actually went with the dolls for each of the enemies that you keep coming across, like the imps, the Hell Knights, and all the other units. Let me know. And then you can go and return back. You drop down in this lab, and this is where your data log is located. So this is one of 2, remember. We still have to pick up the second one. And I'm not really sure right now if here is the body or where is the body that I need to take in order to actually gain access to the stupid BFG. So we still have to probably clear out the rest of these labs. There's a body and we're gonna do some really weird stuff with it. And that comes from a guy who specializes in games like Graveyard Keeper and such, where you turn dead corpses into hamburgers. So here goes our second data log. This is the BFG, right? Okay, so as you can see, we have the Doom doll, we have the Elite Guard point, we have the 2 data logs. So the only thing which is now left is the second room trial, which is also one of the missions here that needs to be picked up. Or the challenges, if you prefer. Okay, where's the stupid corpse? Okay, it should be in here. Here we go. We have acquired upper torso. I'm quite sure we'll have plenty of fun beating the demons into submission with it. Here, let me help you unlock the doors.
Access granted. Hello, Dr. Peters.
And of course, because this is like a super high-end security thing, we cannot really get to it. So what you need to do
Expulsion to command.
is jump up to these things because these platforms are gonna get removed. And there's gonna be this sort of laser in this circular fashion going up and down, chopping through literally anything. And so you have to stay away in order to not get killed by this thing. And you do this by actually shooting down all of these supports, which slices through the structure, protecting the BFG. And then you go pick up this beauty. But unfortunately, because we weren't really on diet, we kind of crashed the whole platform. So there we go, we have BFG 9000, and now to show that this is a beefy system and we won't have that many frames drop, we're gonna shoot this thing.
All personnel, please proceed to the lobby's elevator. Do not fire the whole line.
Yeah, holding steadily. Okay, so through here is where you have to open the doors. You're gonna see this hologram of how everyone was trying to leave towards the Lazarus elevator. We're gonna press E, but we don't want to go through there. We actually want to take the right. And over in here is where we're gonna take left, crawl in through this ventilation shaft, and interact with the second room trial. This one, use the pistol to weaken and then glory kill 8 imps before the timer expires. This one is kind of annoying because imps have the tendency to more hop from place to place, and not that many of them decide to go after you. And you have to glory kill these bastards. Doesn't matter how you do it, just have to glory kill them, so you have to be careful about how much damage you do, because if you overdo it and you kill them without the glory kill, you have to go after the next one, and the next one, and before you know it, the timer runs out. That's why I keep shooting at the lower body in order to not deal as much damage with the stupid pistol. Okay. And now to like the final arena where we have access to the BFG. We're gonna have to go through this tunnel, and we're gonna have to be taking the elevator into the next facility. And of course, this arena is quite tricky, but we still have 2 rounds of BNG left, or BFG, sorry. So there's gonna be a bunch of enemies. I'm still waiting for the Pinky Demons to show up. I want to shoot this thing when they make their appearance known, not before. I want to deal as much damage as I can with this damn thing. The problem is I kind of cannot return to having the gun after this. It's like you totally lose it. I don't understand it, but this way you always lose out on the projectiles, which kind of sucks. So now what we need to do is clear out the gore nest in order to bring in the elevator. And of course, this is not going to be that easy.
Safe levels. Lockdown in effect.
So I'm gonna try to do that, and that's gonna be for the episode. So hopefully this time the recording did not get all effed up. And if you did like it, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, check out the playlist. And for more fun content, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell as I publish all sorts of things. As now I have more time, I'm trying to stick to 5 videos per week. Mostly these are playthroughs because at least that keeps me motivated to keep recording stuff. while I work on those bigger projects, because those 100 days in a video game, that can take up to 3 weeks in order to get that thing whole done. So just please bear with me in the meantime. Thank you all, and see you at the next one. Let's rip and tear. Still have one more round to go. And that one is even trickier than this one, because our space in which we can move around is heavily restricted. So I want to make sure that I have picked up all the useful stuff. Ammunition, especially armor, would be useful right now. And then we go for the next round of whatever hell has to throw in our general direction. So let's pick up all these bits and pieces. And let's call in the elevator.
Alert. Lazarus service elevator now arriving. Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect. Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.